Have you ever lost your sunglasses, wallet, or keys? Well, not anymore, because this week we're building a simple little shelf with magnetic key hangers. Hey there everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrian. If you enjoy learning how to make new things or watching DIY videos, make sure to go hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on new videos every single week. Now let's check out how I built my key hanger. So for this project, I decided to use pre-milled oak lumber, and my first step was to cut the little shelf that I needed to length. After cutting that to length, I went ahead and marked where the holes for my magnets would go. To drill my holes for the magnets, I decided to use Forstner bits because they have a brad point, so they won't wander when I drill my holes. Also, I went ahead and taped off the Forstner bit so that I wouldn't drill holes deeper than what I needed for my magnets. Then I went ahead and drilled my holes. So because of the size of the drill bits, the holes were a little bit bigger than the magnets, but that was fine by me because they would be on the bottom side of the shelf anyways. Then to mount the shelf, I just put the shelf in the correct place and then clamped it down. Then I flipped over my piece and marked where I could drill my holes. Since I was using a hardwood, I used a countersink drill bit to drill the holes for my screws, otherwise the head would not sit flush below the surface of the wood. You can actually see that happening here, but I used a bigger countersink bit later. Then I messed around trying to figure out the best way to put up a pair of sunglasses. At first I was going to hang them on kind of a little stub sticking out from the hanger, but then I decided later to just cut down the 1x2 into a shelf. Also, I used this to help me figure out how large I needed the back plate to be. Then I went ahead and cut that and the sunglasses shelf to length. Since I didn't have any clamps that were deep enough to hold the sunglasses shelf on while I screwed it on, I just used some masking tape. I forgot to grab footage of putting it on, but I basically just drilled countersink holes and screwed it on. The next thing that I had to do was to install the keyhole hangers. To do this, I marked out their locations and then cut out a recess for each one using a Forstner bit. Then I cleaned up the remaining excess with a chisel. Since the screws that came with the keyhole hangers were too long, I actually went ahead and used some little screws from another project. Next up was staining this project, and for that I used ebony stain from Varathane. I probably should have used at least a cheap chip brush, but I just went ahead and used paper towels because that's what I had on hand. When that was done, I was ready to glue in my magnets, and to do that, I just used Gorilla Glue's new clear Gorilla Glue. And to finish off the whole thing, I sprayed it with Varathane polyurethane. I've used Wipe-On Poly before, but I really like this spray-on stuff. Now that it was done and I'd wait for it to dry, I went ahead and marked my holes to hang it up. I was originally going to hang this thing up using drywall anchors and then putting in the screws in those, but I really didn't need it because it's not supporting a lot of weight, so I just went ahead and put the screws directly into the drywall. Then I hung it up and it was done. So that is how I built my key hanger. If you guys want to build one for yourself, I will have all of the products and supplies that I used in this video linked in the description. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go hit that like button, and if you want to see more like it, go hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you guys don't miss out on new videos every single week. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you next week.